This time on Squarebody Stuff, I'll show you how to install a fuel pump. Hey, welcome back to Squarebody Stuff. I'm going to show you how to install a fuel pump in your small block Chevy. Big blocks are the same thing, pretty much. There's a few little tricks to it. I've seen some questions on Facebook. You know, how do I change the fuel pump? How do I keep the push rod up in the bore? You know, the push rod keeps sliding down. I'll show you a trick on that. First off, let me get my camera around here. I've got a camshaft sitting here. One thing you can do to make it easier to install is, I know you're not going to be able to see your camshaft because all you're going to be doing is putting the fuel pump in. But what I want to show you is if you crank your engine over to top dead center, number one piston on top dead center, your compression stroke getting ready to fire, which that could be kind of a pain in the butt to do also. But if you really want to make it easier to install, you could turn it over to that, pull your distributor cap off, have it pointed at number one. That way, and here's the reason why, it's because this is your lobe off your camshaft that your fuel pump push rod lines up on, or rides on. Let me stop that thing from rolling. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, this camshaft with this dowel pin pointing that way, which that is number one cylinder at top dead on your compression stroke, your fire stroke. Your fuel pump push rod lobe is on the short side. So it'll be easier to put your fuel pump in. I mean, you can still do it. It doesn't matter where your camshaft's at. You can still put it in there. It just makes it easier sometimes whenever your camshaft, your push rod's all the way out, or all the way in. Before I talk about installing your fuel pump, let me talk about how to remove a fuel pump. Now, it's just nuts and bolts, right? Take these two bolts out, the fuel pump comes out. But here's one of the tricks. There's a bolt right here on the front of your block. See that right there? There should be a bolt there. If there's not a bolt there, you've probably got an oily mess on this side of the motor that you can't explain where the oil's coming from. Well, that hole right there goes through, and I'll explain that later also. I'm pretty adamant on explaining that hole because there's a lot of people leave it out. Actually, this block here didn't have a bolt in this hole, and I had an oil leak. I didn't even think about it for a long time until I pulled the motor out on the stand where it's at right now. Then I realized, oh, that's why I got an oil leak. So it's easy to overlook. But the first thing you do, if you're going to change your oil or your fuel pump, let me move my camera a little bit, pull this bolt out. Of course, I've got this just finger tight. Make it a little easier for the video here. Take that bolt out and say your fuel pump is still bolted down nice and tight and solid where it was. You take one of these bolts out, thread it in here, thread it in that hole, and this bolt is long enough to reach all the way to that push rod. And you can, I mean, if you leave this other bolt tight, you won't have to hold the fuel pump. I've got to hold it because this other one's loose. This is just kind of mock-up for this video. But you can feel it bottom out. You can take your wrench and just put a little bit of pressure on it. It doesn't take much. All you're trying to do is hold that push rod up into the hole. Once you got that held in there, then you take your other bolt out. Which obviously, before you do any of that, you need to disconnect your fuel lines and all that good garbage. You'll take your other bolt out, pull your pump off. If you can see in there, well, the light's not really that great, but my push rod is held right in place, right where it was at. It didn't move a bit with that bolt. And you take your fuel pump, which I don't have a gasket because I'm not putting this together for real right now. I'm just showing everybody. Get your one bolt started, and then at this point you don't need this bolt anymore. Your fuel pump's on your push rod. Always make sure you put a little bit of oil or semi-lube or something on your arm that contacts the fuel pump, the push rod. You don't ever want to put anything in dry. So you can take this bolt out now. Put it in there, tighten them up, and there you go. Of course, this engine, the piston's on top dead center on number 1 on the compression stroke, because I'm getting ready to put this thing together to get ready to fire up on a test stand. But like I said earlier, you do not have to have it there. It just makes it easier, because you're not going to have, you'll be way further out on your pump. Your push rod's going to be pushed down more, but it's still doable. It doesn't matter where your rod is. Use a bolt. You could also, I use this bolt, or one of these bolts, because they're there. They're already there. They're part of the process. It's long enough to use to hold that push rod in, but if for some reason, you want to, you can just use a screwdriver also. Just a long, screwdriver to hold that push rod up in place while you get your fuel pump, but then you're trying to do everything one-handed. So the best thing to do, use one of these bolts in that hole to hold the push rod. And another reason I say use one of these bolts is because, and I have done it before because I'm not very smart sometimes, I've used a different bolt that was longer, just threaded it in there, put my fuel pump in, tighten everything up, put my fuel line on, tried to start it, still didn't have any fuel pressure. And what happened? I just got a new pump. Well, what happened was I left my bolt in there, and the camshaft, it pushed the push rod this way, but that bolt had it locked up. So don't make that mistake. That's why I say use one of these bolts here. That way you're not going to make the mistake of leaving it in here. Now the other common mistake is leaving this hole open, because it is open to your engine inside. So you need to put a short bolt in there. If it doesn't have one, put a short bolt, just ½ inch long, 3/8 bolt. Put a little sealant on it, just a little RTV or whatever, and tighten it down in that hole. That way you don't have a constant oil leak that you're trying to chase. You don't know where it's coming from because all your seals are good. Your seals are brand new, but you got an oil leak. Well, a lot of times it's coming from that hole right there. I know it's kind of short and sweet, but there's not really much to a fuel pump. There's no need to fight it, people. Just do like I told you. Use your bolts that you have that's already there, and it's a pretty simple process. Now it's a little harder when it's in the truck and you're trying to lean over everything. You got stuff in the way. This is an easy way to show you guys. But hopefully it helps you out. I've seen that question several times on Facebook. I've been asked the question several times of how do you change a fuel pump. So hopefully that'll help everybody out. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out, I wear this hoodie all the time. It's my shop hoodie, so yeah, you're going to see it a lot. But go check out my Teespring store. Check out my merchandise or my Squarebody swag, whatever you want to call it. Down in the description is a link to that. And also in my description is a link to my Facebook and Instagram accounts. So go check those out. And don't forget to ring the bell over there in the corner. That way you get notifications when I post up some new stuff. And until next time, take her easy.